We're going to go back to quadratic equations real quick here, because there are some quadratic equations that don't have any real solutions. If you were to type this problem, x squared minus 2x plus 37 equals 0, you graph that parabola, you're going to see that it does not intersect with the x-axis at all. There's no interaction with the x-axis. That means there's no real solutions. However, just because there are no real solutions doesn't mean that there aren't imaginary solutions. And we can go find those using either the completing the square, or we could use quadratic formula. I'm going to go with completing the square. So remember, that's all about identifying that b term. So the b term here is -2. And what you do with that b term is you divide it by 2, square it, and that's going to give you your c value that you need. First thing I'm going to do is get that 37 to the right side of the equation. So I got x squared minus 2x plus 37 equals 0. I'm going to take that 37, move it to this side. So now, right side of my equation is -37. Now, about that b value and using that to get the c value, so we're going to create the perfect square trinomial. I'm going to leave a blank spot for that right now. That's what we're going to work out. And then we have -37 plus that same mystery value right here. And to get that mystery value, we look at that b value. In this case, the b value, again, is -2. So we're going to do -2 divided by 2 squared. -2 divided by 2 is -1. -1 squared is just 1. So positive 1 is going to be what we put in these mystery spaces. All right, now let's just take the perfect square trinomial here. That's going to be x minus 1 squared. If you square that, you're going to get x squared minus 2x plus 1. Then on the opposite side, let's simplify that. We've got -37 plus 1, which would be a -36. So now we want to isolate x, so we're going to first start by taking the square root of this side and taking the square root of the other side. Now we can see we're going to have an imaginary value on the right hand side. So this is going to be x minus 1, and on this side, now because it's a square root, what we'll do is we'll break it into both positive and negative, and this is going to be root 36 times our friend here I. Right? Every time we see the square root of -1, we know we can replace that with an I. Now I also know that the square root of 36 is 6. So now we've got x minus 1, and on the opposite side we've got plus minus 6i. Again, getting that from right there. Okay. Alright, so close now. We just need to get x by itself, so we're going to add 1 to both sides, and we're going to have x equals 1, positive 1, plus or minus 6i. Those are our two solutions. Two solutions are 1 plus 6i, and 1 minus 6i. But you can just write it like this. This would be fine. Alright, let's try another one. We're going to get rid of the 74 here on this side, subtract 74 on that side. So I'll rewrite this as x squared plus 10x. Surface Pro slowing down. And I'm going to create that little mystery value there for completing the square. On this side, we got -74 plus value. We don't know what it is yet. Okay, so b value this time, b value is 10. So we're going to do 10. We're going to divide it by 2. And we're going to square it, so that'd be 5 squared. That'll be 25, clearly. So I'm going to be putting 25 here, 25 there. Okay, on the left side, that's just going to be x plus 5 squared, right? If you were to expand that, you'd get x squared plus 10x plus 5. And one of the cool things about this is this value always ends up being this right here. So just a little tip for you if you didn't recognize that. -74 plus 25 is going to be a -49. Take the square root of both sides, and on this side we're going to have x plus 5, and on this side we're going to have plus or minus the square root of 49 times the square root of negative 1. There's our buddy again. We know what to do with him every time. So now that's going to be x plus 5 equals plus minus. Now that's going to be 7, right? Because the square root of 49 is either positive or negative 7 times I. And now we're so close, we just got to get that x on the other side. So we're going to subtract 5 there. And we're going to have x equals negative 5 plus or minus 7 times I. And those are our two solutions. Negative 5 plus 7i and negative 5 minus 7i. Please try this one on your own, and then when you're done, you can unpause. Okay, for this, your two solutions should have been x equals negative 1 plus 8i and x equals negative 1 minus 8i.